Henrik, anytime you end the season before a chance to go for the cup, I mean, where does the disappointment begin for you?
I don't know. It's a lot of feelings when it ends, but the biggest feeling, I think, it's the emptiness of just, now what? And it's always the same feeling when a season ends too early. And then you work hard and then you work for a long time to be in a position to give yourself a chance to win. When we're in the playoffs, we talked about it the other day, we worked really hard to get back in the race, so I'm happy about that. And the first round was great. Second round, we couldn't really match Boston. I thought they played a great series and they deserved to win.
You know how hard it is to get these opportunities, so when you come up short, I think it can be more difficult knowing how far you can.
I mean, every year is different, but I think losing to Boston, it was really disappointing, but again, you kind of have to accept that they played a lot better than us and they deserved it. I still think we could have maybe done a better job of trying to win more games, but it's history now, and we just have to learn from it. And I thought we had an opportunity this year with the team and the skill we had in the room to really go for it, but to make it all the way, you need a lot of things go your way. You need great plays at the right time. But I still think it was a fun year, but not a year that I think. I should say this. I don't think it was good enough for us. We were hoping for more.
Is there more urgency for you, being in the prime of your career right now, to put it all together as a team?
I mean, every year is important. It doesn't matter, where you are in your career. I think when you have an opportunity to go far, to win, you need to grab that opportunity. And last year was one of those years. I think this year I think we had a team to go for it, but I keep coming back to the way Boston played, and they deserve to advance.
The fact that
if they come to you with talk about contract extension, you're interested.
I'm going to talk to my agent, and we'll see. It's. I had such a great time here in New York. From day one, they treated me really well and given me an opportunity to play a lot of hockey. So it's been a lot of fun. I have one more year on the contract, so I'm just focused on. Well, right now I'm just trying to get over this year, but we'll see. I think I'll talk to my agent.
Henrik, because of the lack of offense in this team this year, is there too much pressure on you to be perfect all the time?
No. They bailed me out a lot of times during the year, and I mean, being a goalie, of course, it's going to be a lot of pressure on you, and you can't make too many mistakes. That's the world you live in, and it seems like every year, it's getting closer and closer between teams. So that extra save, or extra goal, a lot of times will be the difference. So, but I like that. I like being in the spot to try to help the team, and again, every save matters. I think that's exciting.
Hank, you've talked about in the past about time fleeting, in the sense that time is marching on. Is that an emotion you're feeling now?
Well, right now you're just disappointed, and I've been going over the last few games and the last game in my head a bunch of times, and that's what I'm thinking about. Could I have done anything differently, or as a group, but also me personally. And then, yeah, that's that. I don't think too much about, the past or the future. I'm just in the moment right now and try to figure out what went wrong, and then learn and move on.
Are you
The fact that you
optimistic,
have-
though, with the core coming back in training camp, that this team can get better?
Absolutely. I think we have a lot of great players in this room, but you never know how the team is going to look like, obviously, going into next season. There's always changes, and I mean, now it's up to coaches and GM to make decisions. What's best for us as a club and what they believe in. So, yeah.
Does knowing in your gut that you have the talent that it takes to get to the Cup, does that temper your disappointment at all, knowing that next year they'll all be back and you do have that talent?
Again, we don't know how the team is going to look like next year, but I definitely like the group we have in here. When we played our best, we showed that we are a really good hockey team. So as long as we learn from our mistakes and try to get even better, playing 3 rounds last year, 2 rounds this year, you grow as a player, and you get a better understanding what it takes. So that's great for a lot of young guys, but also for the guys who've been here now for a while. It's exciting. So hopefully we can use that as motivation for next year to get it done.
Do you feel at all, because you guys got so far last year, that this was a step back at all, or is it not that linear that it doesn't work that way?
I think it is a step back. We were in the conference final last year. We had high expectations on ourselves this year. It didn't go our way. So yeah, it is a step back, but it's tough to make it there, though. You can't just expect it to happen. You have to work really hard. You have to do a lot of things right, and probably have some good bounces on the way to make it there. But we definitely hope for better this year. But you can't just go out and expect it to happen. It's going to be a challenge every year. It doesn't matter what type of team you have. So.
All right, guys.